Hi everyone, welcome to yet another episode of the Gargi Arya show. And today we have the most inspiring and amazing guest with us. Her name is Miss Forum Pathak, and you know what? She's the founder of the Divine R Club. She's a certified law of attraction, advanced practitioner, and emotional intelligence and transformation coach who emphasizes on the fact that working on yourself by spending the first 60 minutes after waking up can lead to immense and positive transformation in every area of your life. She started her career as a journalist with daily news and analysis and went on to work with some of the top brands like Times Group, Zee Media. As a story writer, she has authored many stories and short stories which have been published in an anthology and various other sites. So thank you so much, Forum ma'am, for being here. It's such an honor and a pleasure to host you.
Thank you, Gargi. Thank you so much for having me on this amazing platform of yours.
Awesome. So, like, my first question to you is what was that triggering point in your life which actually gave you the start that you want to help people and you felt that, this is your inner calling?
Yes. So, thank you for the question. It's a beautiful question, and I love to talk about it. So, during lockdown, there was a phase in my life when, I was searching for something. I was doing something apart from writing. So, I started my career as a journalist, as you mentioned, and then I continued deviated into writing. So, I used to do many writing assignments. But then at that point in time, I was also connected with something which I was not really enjoying. And that was the time when I started my self-actualization journey. I somehow was looking for something that would help me to connect with something that I would love to do. That would be my passion. And that was the time when I came across this Brahma Muhurat workshop, and I joined that workshop. And while I was working on myself, I realized that there is a different calling. This is not something that I would like to do. And Gargi, I would literally wake up at 3:30 in the morning, and I would stand near my balcony and open the balcony and connect with the universe. I literally used to talk to the universe in a way that if someone would come, he or she would think that she's gone crazy, she's gone nuts, what is she doing, whom is she talking to? But yes, I would converse with the universe, and I would tell the universe that please connect me to something that I really enjoy doing. And I don't want to do anything just for the sake of doing it. I want to do it with all my heart and love, and in a way that it also helps others. And in this process, I never realized that as I start connecting with myself, and gradually, because I was changing, things around me started changing. My husband used to tell me, "What has happened to you? You seem different. You are glowing. You seem different. You talk differently." Because I was connected inward, and I started practicing various rituals, morning rituals, and uh, meanwhile, I started changing, and I saw the kind of transformation it brought to me. It was amazing, Gargi. I could actually feel the transformation. And I used to talk about it to my friends that, I do this Brahma Muhurat workshops, and I do these morning rituals. I, wake up at 4:30 in the morning. I follow these rituals. And that's how I've started, my transformation journey has started. And one fine day, Falgun was like, you're just mentioning this to your couple of people. Why don't you do it on a larger scale in a way that it impacts so many people around you? And I was like, yes. And at that point in time, Falgun and I were looking to start something of our own, our business. So both of us were working individuals. As I was working with a content writing company. He was working with a reputed bank. But then we were also looking to do something of our own, and this was the trigger point. This gave an idea, one beautiful idea that this could be worked upon, and it can grow into a bigger dream. And that's how everything started.
Awesome. So thank you so much for being on this journey. Like, Blair Singer always says that when you realize you have a gift inside you, it becomes your responsibility to share it with the world. So thank you for the
Absolutely.
mission that you both are on. Like my next question to you is, according to you, like every one of us, we have different definitions of manifestation and law of attraction. So when it comes to you, what's your definition of law of attraction and how do you think LOA actually helps?
Yes. So, over a period of time, I have manifested many things. Okay. And I think if you follow the process, it is one of the easiest things you can ever do. The kind of the process, the way it turns around your life in a way that you want to live, brings out the better version of you. It helps you attract or manifest the life that you want to desire. It is one of the most beautiful processes, and you not only do it for yourself but all your loved ones around. That is the most beautiful thing. And law of attraction has a small hidden 5-letter word into it which says action, right? A 6-letter word. And if you are willing to take action, law of attraction works for you. And I strongly believe that it's not only about aligning yourself with the universe or raising your energies and frequencies, vibrating on a higher frequencies. Along with that, we also need to take action, and people need to understand that, because people are like, I practice law of attraction, I exercise daily, I vibrate on higher frequencies, but then do you take action for your goal? What is your goal? That is the main part. What actually is your goal, and what actions are you taking to work towards that goal is the main part, and that's what actually defines law of attraction.
Amazing, such a great definition of law of attraction. But like I just wanted to ask that a lot of people are not even clear on what it is that they want. So they are not clear on
Exactly.
their life goal, and just because of whatever their family members and friends are telling, they are just going and trying that. So how to
Absolutely.
actually find that clarity that this is my inner calling or this is my passion?
Exactly. Yes. So I think I totally agree with you, Gargi, because in our community also, when we connect with people, when we have this weekly support call, during the initial days when they join the program, one of the most common, glitches that we come across is that they do not have clarity of thought. They do not have goal, right? Most of their goals are, or most of their life is governed by what other people want of them. And in that process, they either start living the life they don't want to, or they end up being frustrated, irritated, agitated, because they are doing something that they never wanted. Okay, so the first thing is to have clarity of thoughts, and that comes when you start loving yourself. The most important thing of a transformation journey, when you begin your transformation journey, it starts with loving yourself. If you love yourself, you will always think about investing on yourself and then working on yourself. So the first step is loving yourself. Second is, when you start loving yourself, connect with your inner self. Okay, so whenever there is a problem or a challenge in our life, what do? We ask others, this is the problem, what should I do? How do I go about it? What is the solution? But here the solution, every just like every lock comes with a key, every challenge or problem comes with a solution that is within you. Okay, and to find that solution, you have to connect with your inner self. So what I usually do is, whenever there is a challenge or a problem, I meditate, I ask myself questions, and then completely surrender to the universe, because I know within few days I will definitely receive a solution that will take me forward. So that is how you can get clarity of thoughts, that what do I do now, and then surrender to the universe, and then definitely you will find some answer.
Yes, so it's like when we are ready to, change something in our lives, the universe is ready to throw us with the solutions and opportunities. Great.
Absolutely. It's very important to know that what you want. Okay. Many a times we only focus on what our parents want or what our friends want or what are they doing. I also want to do that. But no. To have that clarity, you first need to know yourself that मुझे क्या चाहिए. Okay. That is the main question when you meditate, asking this question कि मुझे क्या चाहिए.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing it. My next question to you is, when people are practicing law of attraction manifestation techniques, one of the things that they get into is desperateness. Let's say if
Yes.
something didn't happen. So what they will
Yes.
do is they will get into this hurriness that, why is it not happening? And then because of this, because they are so desperate, sometimes they start, believing that maybe this is not for me. So how do you
Absolutely.
actually cope up with this situation?
Okay. So, Gargi, very, very, a valid question again, especially for those who are on a law of attraction manifestation journey. So, after the first hurdle is clarity of thought. The second is once they have set their goals, once they have got clarity, they start their law of attraction, and then, they get impatient. I've set my goals, I've worked this, I've done this. Why is not coming to me? Why is it not coming to me? When will it come? Okay, so I always tell my participants, I'm a strong believer in Sai Baba, and Sai Baba always preaches Shraddha and Saburi. Okay, that is faith and patience. So I always tell my participants, practice these two things whether or not you're practicing law of attraction. First, have faith in yourself and the process that you're following, the process of the universe. And the second is patience, because nothing at all comes overnight. There is no thing as overnight success or overnight achievement. So we need to have patience. So what I tell my participants, whenever you manifest something, we need to focus only on two things: what and why. What do you want and why do you want? Okay, how will it change your life? How will it improve your life? We need to be clear about it, and then leave the rest to the universe. How will it happen? When will it happen? Whether it will happen? All these things you need to surrender to the universe. हमारे कंट्रोल में सिर्फ यही है, what do we want and why do we want. Rest everything, let the universe take care of it. So that's what I tell my participants whenever they get very, very impatient about the process, and which is very natural. 90% of the people face this impatience. So yes.
Awesome. So I'm sure that all the people who are listening to this, they are getting so many golden nuggets and bulbons from you. Like my next question to you is, you have yourself such a soothing energy, and like how do you actually balance it with all the other responsibilities that you have, and what actually inspires you the most to do this work and keep going?
Gargi, I love my morning rituals. I have been a great admirer and follower since the time I've started it. It's not consistent, of course. There are breaks. Okay, out of in 1 week, maybe I follow it 4 days or 5 days. But then whenever I do it, I'm completely into it. I love it. I also do it with my community every morning. So my sessions start at 5 o'clock in the morning, and in that process, while I do my community do these morning rituals, I do it myself, and that keeps me grounded. That keeps me connected to myself. That keeps my energy high. Okay, every day thinking that what value should I give it to my participants. That keeps me going. So yes, one of the reasons why, if you found my energy soothing, is because of course, the divine blessings of the universe, the connection with the morning rituals, and of course my community.
Great, amazing. Thank you so much for sharing it. Like my next question to you is, a lot of people also have misconceptions about law of attraction. So would you
Hmm.
like to throw light on it? Because one of the biggest misconceptions I've seen is you just have to believe it, no action taking, and it will happen. So would you like
Yes.
to throw some light on such misconceptions which people have?
Absolutely, absolutely. So this is one of the most common misconceptions that law of attraction follow करो, ask करो, believe करो and achieve. Third step अपने आप ही हो जाएगा. But no, there is a hidden rule which says, I mentioned in the beginning of this session that it requires action. The word attraction itself has the word action in it. And without taking action, so the first thing is willingness. How much willing are you how much willing are you to practice law of attraction sincerely? Okay, not just bookish knowledge, but then you believe in that. Okay, and then you align your frequencies with that of the universe, and then take action in a way that it gives results. Okay, it's not just waking up and doing a morning ritual. That is not the action you taking. What action are you taking in the direction of your goals? Okay, like hardcore tangible actions that would give actually the results that you're willing to achieve, right? So that is very, very important, because yes, I know people just think that following law of attraction is enough, but no, taking action is equally important.
Yes, here I just wanted to ask, like, when it comes to taking action, a lot of people struggle in taking action because of consistency, procrastination, perfectionism, and all of those things, self doubts, self criticism. So, actually, how to, balance it so that these mental blockages are not limiting them anymore to move forward?
Okay, so Gargi, you got me talking on this one, because this is what I went through. Okay, I realized that only attracting good things doesn't work. Okay, so my biggest biggest challenge when I started this journey was facing the camera. Okay, uh, I was always a very shy and reserved and that kind of a person, behind the camera wala person, And when it came to facing the camera, talking to the camera, it was just not me. Okay, it was very, very difficult. And every day I used to procrastinate. My husband used to tell me, see, if we want to start working together, we will have to do this together, and you will have to face the camera. And I was like, you face the camera, I will create content for you. But he was like, no, nothing doing, we will be coaching together. And every day he told me, today make one video. And I was like, no, today I'm very busy, today I won't be able to do it. I used to give excuses to myself and procrastinate. Okay, but then one fine day I realized that if I want to do it, I will have to move out of my comfort zone. Okay, so that is the first thing. If that is the biggest lesson also which I've learned in my life, that success is just one step out of our comfort zone. So I had to move out of my comfort zone, that shyness, that reservedness, and take action to face the camera. And my husband told me, you know what they say, right? Repetition is the mother of all learning. My husband told me, if you fear facing the camera, do it every day. Do it till you overcome that fear. And you know what I did? I went Insta live at 6 a.m. every morning for 1 month. And Gargi, there were times when I started with 0 viewers. I spoke for half an hour. I did morning rituals on Insta live with 0 viewers. Okay, at that point in time, it really hurt me in my heart. But then the confidence it gave me was immense. Okay, if I was lucky, I had 5 participants joining, out of which 3 were my friends and family. Okay, so but that taking action, okay, moving out of my comfort zone and taking action, I think it changed my life. I think nothing would have ever given me this, what I'm doing right now, the kind of satisfaction, contentment, happiness, had I not moved out of my comfort zone then. Okay, so all those who are procrastinating or not being consistent with their actions, I think moving out of the comfort zone is the key, which really worked for me. So yes, that's my story, like a live example. And yes.
Yes, so it's like if you really want to be successful in that thing, you have to get through the grind so that you actually achieve those things. Awesome.
Absolutely.
Great. So
there is no shortcut. There is no shortcut to success.
Yes, no shortcut. You have to really follow all the steps to get wherever you want to. Great.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
like my next question to you is any biggest lesson out of all the lessons which you have learned in your life, any biggest lesson you have learned and you would like to share?
Yeah, so I just mentioned that, moving out of the comfort zone. So, success is just one step out of our comfort zone, and that is the biggest lesson I've learned during my journey, during my coaching journey. And I think uh, why I learned this is I learned it in easier way. You know why? Because my husband was always there to support me. Falgun was always there. Had anybody else told me this, told me, asked me to do this, maybe I wouldn't have ever done or ever tried it. But because we wanted to create something of our own that would help other people, impact other lives, that's the reason I, just believed him. I believed him blindly because he has 15 years of experience in coaching already. And
Mm.
whatever he said, I just followed it and it really worked. So, yes, that is the biggest lesson, that when you move out of your comfort zone, you grow. So, that was the first time I moved out of my comfort zone and grew. And after that, every time I've pushed my limit, I've moved out of my comfort zone, I have grown, in some way, emotionally, professionally, personally, spiritually. But yes, I've grown.
Awesome. Initially, you also spoke that you started creating a bond, a spiritual bond with the universe, and you really communicated with. So here, I
Yes.
just wanted to ask that how can we actually start connecting to our supreme creator or universe, and whenever we
Hmm.
feel that some things are not going our way the way we expected, and it's
Hmm.
totally going the other way, it's making us sad or feel regretful. So, how to
Hmm.
actually have that connection that we know everything is happening for me and God or universe is always there to support.
Yes. So, my simple answer to this is keep it simple. Keep it very, very simple. There are times when we start complicating. When you start thinking, how do I talk to the universe? What do I say? What do I ask for? Just talk your heart out. Just express whatever you feel. Okay. And that's how you will be able to connect to the universe. Okay. And you know, that's how you will put those frequencies into the universe. And you know what they say, what goes around comes around. So when you put a question into the universe always has an answer to it, and which reflects back to you. So I think that is a very powerful thing I learned during my journey, that talking to the universe, just like you would talk to your best friend or your mom or some confidant that you would like to share your problems with, just go ahead, talk to the universe like that. I think the best time is during the early morning, because the cosmic energy of universe at its peak. So around 4ish, the Brahma Muhurat as we call. And when we put our thoughts in the universe at that time, it will definitely come back, reflect with a solution.
Oh, okay. So that is something that I have learned also from, like, apart from all of the key takeaways which I have received from you. One of the other things which I got to know about this Brahma Muhurat period. So I think we all need to start implementing it and do all our morning rituals at the same time. So
Yeah.
one more thing which I wanted to ask, is there any, like, let's say a person is following all their manifestation rituals, but like external influences, what extent or what role do they play? Let's say somebody, like, I had a goal, I had been manifesting it, I shared it with one of my friends, but rather than the support I got the criticism, and thus I started feeling that whether I'm right or wrong. So how to cope up with this when there are external influences, and how does it affect our manifestation journey?
Yeah. So again, you know what they say, that we are the sum total of the five people we spend the time most with, right? So it is very important, especially when we are in our transformation journey. It is, we need to be very, very careful about the kind of people we associate with. Very important. Okay, very important, that are they aligned with our thinking, our thoughts, because that would help. Otherwise we might disconnect with ourselves. We might be on the right track, on the right path, but because we are sharing with somebody who is not aligned with the universe, or who does not know anything about this journey, might just mock at it and what would it do? It will break our confidence, and we might just deviate from the right path that we are walking on, right? So it is very important to select or pick people when we are on this journey. And if you think somebody is not aligned with our thoughts or our thinking, it's better to stay away from them or just completely disconnect if it's possible, or not sharing with them, not sharing everything that we are doing. If they don't understand, it's okay, just keep a cordial relationship, but then it's not important to share whatever we do with them. So yeah.
Great. So it's like you can always keep it within you until and unless it just, actually happens.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, great. So like my next question to you is, if somebody wants to connect with you or they want to join your workshop and your community, what are the steps that they need to follow?
Yeah, so we have our page called learn.forumfalgun.com. Okay, and they can go on that page and they can register. As of now, we are catering to the regional market, Gujarati, but we are soon going to start in Hindi and English. So yes, they can go on that page and register themselves for the 5-day workshop, which is called the Divine Hour Workshop.
Okay, so all of you, now your action step is, first, all the links are going to be there in the description. So just follow it, because I have been following them since a long time, and the kind of impact both of you are creating is just so awesome. So all of you just follow them on their social media. It's all there in the description. You can register for the masterclass. And next thing is, do share your key takeaways or Balwan moments from the podcast in the comment section, so we know what you actually learned. And thank you so much, Falgun ma'am, Forum ma'am, for being here. It's such an honor and a pleasure to host you.
Thank you so much, Gargi, for having me and make me talk on my favorite topic, which is law of attraction and manifestation. A special small message for all those people, your viewers who are watching this and following law of attraction, trying to implement in their lives. I'll just give a small example that whenever we put a milk in a pot to boiling, okay, whenever we switch on the gas and we wait for the milk to boil, we can't initially, when the process is happening, we don't see any movement in the milk, right? We sometimes doubt ourselves, is the gas on, is it working, is the milk even boiling? But suddenly after 10 minutes or so, when the boiling point arrives, it boils and we can see the boil come up, the milk come up. So exactly the same way manifestation process works. Whenever we put our wishes, our goals, our desires into the universe, initially we don't see anything coming to us, right? We are manifesting, we are saying affirmations, we are visualizing, we're doing everything, but then we become impatient that is it even working? We start doubting ourselves, am I following the right process? But then if we keep following consistently without any expectations, there will come a boiling point in our lives, and that will be the time when we get the breakthrough moment, when we realize our manifestations, right? So all those people who become impatient or who doubt themselves, there is no need to doubt, just keep following the process, and that's how we will be able to reach or realize our goals and dreams.
Amazing pointer. Thank you so much for sharing, because a lot of us on this journey of self-criticism, sometimes we start doubting ourselves so much that we are not able to, we feel that maybe we can't do it. But the fact is, we all, like mentors like you all help us to believe that what, you also started somewhere and today you have reached here. So mentors like you, like what I do specifically is, whenever I feel I am low or maybe self-doubting, I just look at all my mentors and just feel that they also started somewhere, so I'll get there too. Amazing.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Forum ma'am, for being here on the show. It was an honor to host you, and thank you everyone for watching it.
Thank you, Gargi, for inviting me, having me on this wonderful platform. It was an absolute pleasure to be here.
Awesome.
Thank you.